that's against him.
Dorian, whose side are you on, anyway?
Tina, this is all very complex, but you've gotten my input, you've gotten Vicky's input. It's your life. Of course, you're going to make up your own mind about it. Now, really, I do have to go.
Yeah, thanks, Dorian. I know you can only tell me so much. I have to decide for myself, and Cord is going to come over here wanting the answers. I tell you, it's like my whole life is up for grabs in 24 hours.
Well, if you need anything, you can always call me for advice. But one thing you must remember, and that is don't try and manipulate Cord, and just give up all of that lying you used to do.
I will. Thank you, Dorian.
Goodbye, Vic. Oh, I saw Jessica. Oh, my goodness, she's absolutely adorable.
Thank you. We think so, too.
Yes.
It was good to see you, Dorian.
Thank you. My love to Clint. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, don't let me hold you up. I know you have a lunch date.
Honey, I feel very sorry for you.
Well, look, Al is sleeping. Maybe I'll go up and cuddle him and try to figure out what I'm going to do, or I'll just go to sleep and try to forget about it for a little bit.
You know, Tina, it may appear to you right now that without Cord, your life is absolutely over, but that's not true, honey. You have been through so much already. One of these days, life is going to turn around and hand you something wonderful, just as it did me. I'll be home in a few hours.
Bye. Have a good day.
Thank you.
To think. I mean, it looks like him, but it couldn't be. Yeah, but, I mean, if he'd been in prison for 5 years, he might very well look like that. I don't know. I mean, can we believe it? Can we dare to think that that could be Patrick?
Noontime nip to liven up the spirits?
No, this is just plain old orange juice.
My, aren't we busy?
Very. But of course I have time for a short conversation if you'd like to sit down and join me.
Why, thank you. So, you have a problem, Lee. What? You're too devoted to your company.
Max, speaking of devotion, why aren't you overworking at Designs by Delilah?
You see, I've hired little elves to do all my sludge work so I can enjoy life.
So that's your secret.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get you involved in it. I'm going to the stables to rent a horse. If you go, we could rent too.
Oh, okay, now, Max. A, I wouldn't know what to do with a horse if I rented one. And B, my little elves don't know how to do this paperwork.
I can eliminate that problem easily.
Oh, Max, wait, what are you doing? What? Stop! There is order to this chaos. Stop that!
There, all gone.
I don't know, Cindy. We believe Patrick was dead. I know, and maybe he is, but I got such a chill when I saw that photograph. So did you. I know, but how can you tell? I mean, this man's face is so drawn and haggard. But is it my brother's face? I don't know, Cindy. Oh, God. Look, we have to be careful not to get our hopes up. But I'm telling you, if there's any chance that it is him, we will find out.
Cute, Max. I enjoyed that. I really did. Now, would you pick up those papers so I can get working here, please?
Excuse me, Miss Halpin. Telephone for you?
Oh,
boy.
yeah. Be Hepburn. Ah, yes, Mr. Clemens. Hi. What, is there a problem? He finally told me the truth.
What is it?
He also swore me to confidentiality.
Dorian, I'm his lawyer.
I know that, and I'm sure he'll tell you eventually. Now, what about this phony robbery charge?
Well, the preliminary hearing is this afternoon, but I ran into him before I met you, and he didn't seem at all concerned.
So he's bound to be in for a rude shock at the hearing. Anyway, what I really want to talk to you about is, what do you know about the King of Mendora? What kind of a person is he?
I don't know. He's sort of a rigid monarch, but he's a kind, decent person.
And what about his daughter?
What about her? What are you asking me that for?
I have good reasons. I promise you, please.
Well, I sort of remember Charles saying that King Frederick was trying to be a very attentive father because his wife died a few years ago.
Also strict, perhaps, so that she felt that she had to rebel.
Rebel?
Yes, and what better way than to get romantically involved with a commoner who was bound to infuriate her father.
Dorian, what on earth are you talking about?
All right, I might as well tell you after all. It's ludicrous. You are working in Jeffrey's behalf. Jeffrey confessed to me that he had a romantic fling with the princess while she was at Radcliffe. The king found out about it, and of course he threatened all sorts of horrible, horrible things. Jeffrey impersonating Prince Raymond, well, that was absolutely the last straw. So the king wants Jeffrey back in Mendora where he can punish him. Now, I know it's all just youthful folly, and I want to go to Mendora and appeal personally to the king on Jeffrey's behalf.
Dorian, there is more than youthful folly going on here. You see, Anne is not even college age. As a matter of fact, Anne is about 8 years old.
What?
Which means that he lied to you again.
The sneaking, conniving little punk.
Well, you must have pushed him into a situation where he had to give you a story.
Yes, and I fell for it. He's made a fool of me again for the second, third, fourth. I've lost count, but I'll tell you, it's just too much. The two of us ought to just drop him. Let him sink on his own.
Well, that's sort of an appealing idea, except that the truth is becoming more intriguing, don't you think?
Unfortunately, it is. I wonder what it can be.
Jeffrey McGrath to see you, madam.
Who?
Jeffrey McGrath, Mrs. Sanders. May I come in?
You may. Thank you, Payson.
Would you like some tea, Mrs. Sanders?
No, the visitor won't be here that long.
Actually, I would have enjoyed some tea.
You won't have time for that. Now take that smirk off your face and tell me what you're doing in my home.
I was on my way over to see dear old Dad when I found out the ambassador is still in Mendora. So obviously...
That's correct. And the proper form of address is Ambassador Sanders.
Well, so obviously I need to speak to you. You see, I realized Charles could have never arranged this phony jewelry theft charge from Mendora. Obviously, you must have done it.
I haven't the vaguest idea what you're talking about.
Oh, well, as I was checking out of the Vernon Inn, a hysterical female comes charging up to me and accuses me of stealing her jewelry. Well, being innocent, I open my bag to prove that I am, and what do we find there but this lady's jewelry after all?
Oh, yes, I did read something about that. Or was it the television news?
Well, perhaps it was because you arranged for Bianca to do it to me.
How dare you come here and insult me like this?
My entire existence is an insult to you, isn't it? Well, it's neither my fault nor my problem. Now, I suggest that you contact this lady and have her drop these charges.
Jeffrey, I can't imagine that you've turned into a thief. And I'm sorry if you've been accused unjustly, but neither Charles or I can do anything to help you. So I suggest you get yourself a lawyer to handle this.
Oh, well, I already have a lawyer. Me. However, if the situation becomes difficult, I'm going to have to consult with Judith. Well, I understand she's excellent in the courtroom and at rooting out the truth. So tell me, would you like her to root out our truth, grandmother?
Yeah. Oh. Miller. I've got your pills. Here, I've got your pills. Hospital. Oh, my God, you're having a heart attack. I told him. What? Don't talk. The baby. I told him about the baby. What do you mean? Yes, I need an ambulance. At 13 Plaza Dorego, my grandmother's having a heart attack. Please hurry. Number 13. His life. Your baby might be in danger, Gabrielle. Who was that man? What has my baby got to do with that man? Abuela!
Sure that we have that report for you, I promise. Yes, I'm really sorry for this mistake to it, and we will get it cleared up. Thank you.
Oh, is that the magic sound of a receiver being replaced?
Yes, it was, and there goes your theory, Mr. Holden. This was one of my important clients who told me that one of my employees isn't living up to her job.
Obviously, she wasn't a true Dyna-woman. But now that you're in control of the crisis, what say we head on out to the country and ride over hill and dale? They do have dales here in Landview, don't they?
You know, Max, I usually find you charming. But at this moment, you are right on the edge of being really obnoxious.
Come on, what are you more afraid of, me or the horses? Come on, Lee, if you gave me a little bit of room, we could get a lot closer.
But I went out with you last night. It's nighttime that I relax, all right?
Sometimes.
Okay, sometimes, but it's just... Oh, look, I have an appointment. I have to talk to that young woman for a second. I have to tell her she is not Dyna-woman material. So while I talk to her, why don't you pick up that paper for me?
What is it, Bianca? Well, I thought you might like to know that today is the day of the hearing. My attorney wants to know if he should press full charges against Jeffrey McGrath for the theft of my jewels.
No, I have nothing to do with this.
Elizabeth Sanders said...
She said that I recommended you. Period. Now, you call her, please. I don't want to get involved in this. I do not want to get involved. Progress.
I picked them up so you can take them upstairs and deposit them in your room. Otherwise, I'm going to hassle you for the rest of the day, so why don't you just go off riding with me, and then you can get back to work later.
Max, come on. Now, why are you so persistent?
Because I desire the pleasure of your company. Besides, I like to breathe a little fresh air into your all-too-compartmentalized life.
All right, if I agree to this, does this mean this is going to become a regular thing?
Only if you want to, which you probably will.
All right, let's go. Let's get this over with.
Now, is that any attitude to start fun with?
I'll tell you when we get there.
I can't believe you'd involve Judith in this.
Well, it just happened. She was there when I was falsely accused and offered her help.
So you thought it would be some kind of backhanded threat to accept her offer.
Listen, I am not going to lose my chance to practice law because I'm convicted of a crime.
Elizabeth Sanders?
Hello, this is Bianca Crawford.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I'll have to get back to you in a few minutes. Where can I reach you?
I'm still at the Vernon Inn.
Fine, thank you. Goodbye.
Need I remind you that if my law career is ruined, that you and my father will have wasted a small fortune on an education at Harvard? Well, actually, come to think of it, my father may not know anything about this at all, does he?
All you had to do was agree to return to Mendora.
I am not returning. Why don't you just accept that and learn to live with it? Because otherwise you're going to have to accept the publicity that comes about when I tell the world...
My. You think you're very clever, don't you? But if you ever reveal the fact that Charles is your father, there will be terrible consequences for you and your mother, as well as the Sanders family.
Well, so I've heard since I was 13. And you know what? It matters less and less to me. So either you get on the phone and get hold of this lying Bianca, tell her to drop these charges by this afternoon, or tonight you can watch me on WVLE telling Dorian Lord what she wants to hear so badly. The whole truth.
Cindy, did you ask where this picture was taken?
Of course, the room.
Zaroon, but that's on the coast of West Africa. He was missing in Katala.
Yeah, but Katie, so what? It's still Africa. He could easily have been taken to a prison in Zaroon.
Oh, Cindy, I don't know. I have so many mixed feelings and emotions about this. I know. It's hard to think, but we've got to. Wait a minute. Didn't the government cooperate in trying to find Patrick?
Supposedly. But maybe they lied. Maybe it's a mix-up in identity.
But Freedom International must have a list of names that go with these photos.
Yeah, of course. All right, I'll ask the reporter if she knows. If not, I'll call the organization.
Cindy, if it's Patrick, I'll never forgive myself. I let him rot in jail for 5 years.
Now, wait a minute, Kate. You gave a year of your life trying to find him. You followed up every lead and
Yes,
rubber.
but Cindy,
no
maybe
buts about it. Now, listen. I love my brother very much. And I gave up hope long before you did. You were absolutely heroic in the way you kept searching for him against all the odds.
What are the odds now, Cindy? Chances are he's alive.
Maybe. But we don't know for sure. The photograph says it's a possibility. But please, Kate, that's why I hesitated showing you this. I don't want you to dig up all these emotions.
I'm not going to let my emotions paralyze me. Now, I want you to get on the phone. I want you to call this reporter and find out the name that goes with that prisoner. And if she can't find out, I'm going to have my dad do it.
All right, okay. Oh, what's the number to the banner?
555-3000.
Probably lost my job running out there.
Cindy, if it is Patrick, I'm going after him.
Katie.
There's no question about it.
Yeah, but to take off? Leave court? I mean, Barbara Dunn, please. And again, from what you told me, I'll probably go with you to help.
No, I don't want Cole to know anything about this.
I see. Okay, thanks, Barbara. And listen, I'm sorry. I'll be in just as soon as... Right. You're a doll. Bye.
What I heard, the photo didn't have government approval.
Yeah, and therefore Freedom International doesn't have the name.
Yes, but the Zaroon government would, so I'm going to find out from my dad. I can't call him for another hour, though.
All right, well, we got some time, I guess. Kay, why don't you want Cord to know about this?
I don't know. It just came right out of my mouth. Straight from my heart, I guess. Cindy, he has so much to deal with because of Tina, you know? He went and asked for the divorce, and he's going to find out today whether she's going to let him go peacefully or not.
Oh, great. But, I mean, what does Patrick have to do with you and Cord? I mean, assuming you still want to marry Cord, even if Patrick is alive.
Of course I would. Oh, Cindy, I feel so guilty for saying that. Patrick and I were so in love. We were so committed to each other.
Years ago, before his death. And maybe he is dead.
Right. I know. I'm just getting crazier the more we talk about it.
All right, look. Why don't you take the photograph to show it to your mother and Elizabeth. They knew Patrick, too. Maybe they can identify it.
And I will call my dad. But, Cindy, if you see Cord, please don't tell him anything about this. I don't want to say anything unless we're sure.
Okay, fine. But you don't think he's going to notice that you're frazzled?
No, I have been frazzled for days. Let's go.
Waiter, sir, please, would you be so kind as to take this thing away?
Most certainly.
Thank you very much.
Obviously, you are never going to let it be known ever again where you can be reached.
No. It's my fault. I told him if he ran into any difficulties, he should call me. So he ran into difficulties, and he called me.
So it's goodbye for now.
Yes, except that we did have a chance to catch up a little bit, and I will come by, and I will see your beautiful children, and baby Al, and Tina.
Good. Because I certainly don't have much to do these days.
Okay, and you tell Clint that if he doesn't give you a job, I might hire you. Who knows? This new assistant fellow of mine might not work out.
Well, I'll give it some serious thought.
All right.
Judith, I can't let him get away with this. There's got to be some way that I can outsmart him.
Yes, but he has the advantage. He knows the truth.
But he thinks that I think I know the truth. I've got an idea.
What? What is it?
I'm not going to tell you about it until I'm sure that it's going to work. I'll get back in touch, all right?
Please do.
First, I have to find that lying phony. Pardon me. Bye-bye. Excuse me.
Oh, won't you? Hello. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to say hello before I say goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm leaving myself. Vicky, what an unexpected pleasure seeing you twice in one day.
Yes, you too, Doreen.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks again.
Okay.
Walk out together.
Yes.
So how are things with them?
Well, they're in a hurry. How about you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, sit down, please. Thank you, just for a moment. Thank you. Look, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I haven't talked to my daughter since yesterday afternoon, and I know Cord asked Tina about the divorce.
We told her he wanted a divorce as soon as possible. Tina is a wreck about it.
I hope you understand that I sympathize with her.
Oh, I know that, Judith. I guess I just find it sad that one man seems to be the person that two women desperately believe is the right one for them.
Cord is certainly a man worth fighting for, but I believe Kate has won the battle.
Oh, so do I, and I think deep in her heart Tina thinks that too.
Do you think that she will agree to the situation and go for the divorce?
Well, with Tina, you never know what she's going to do. I quite frankly wish that she would start looking forward a little bit, because she's still desperately clinging to this belief that Cord is the one salvation for her life. And I feel very sorry for her. At the same time, I understand your concern, and I sympathize with you and Katie.
Thank you for your frankness. I'll keep it between us.
Apparently, Cord told Tina that he wanted an answer by this afternoon. So, no one's going to have to wait much longer for the outcome.
Now, Lee, you want to run through the lobby? I mean, before anyone realizes that Lee Halpern has a pair of worn jeans in her wardrobe?
Max, would you stop it? Actually, I enjoy the fact that there are many sides to Lee Halpern. Let them enjoy it.
Inspector Ramos, I must get to the hospital to see my grandmother.
I'll take you myself as soon as my men get here. Gabriel, there's money in this cupboard. Obviously, the man was not after money.
I have no idea what he was after.
What about the description?
Well, I only saw him for a moment before he pushed me over, and then I was so panicked about my grandmother.
I'll have the lab take some fingerprints.
He was wearing gloves. I remember that now.
Did he tell you anything?
No.
What about your grandmother before she lost consciousness?
Well, she could barely talk. The only thing she said was, about getting an ambulance. That's all. I must get to the hospital, please. I'll take a cab.
All right. And maybe Carmen will come too and tell us more,
She'd better come too. And she'd better live.
Up, I would like you to look at this photo and tell me if you recognize anybody in it.
I feel so mysterious.
And anxious?
Can it be Patrick?
Oh, Mom, that's exactly what Cindy and I think.
Elizabeth?
No, I don't believe so.
But why? Gramps, I know that's not a great photo, but don't you think
Kate, Patrick is dead. This photo is just an unfortunate likeness to him. One I'm sure your imagination conjured up simply because you want to relieve it.
I don't think so. The recognition came with pure shock. And I certainly think that's enough of a likeness to check into this, don't you?
Yes.
Not at all.
Gramps?
My dear. That year was the worst of your young life. Now you're just setting yourself up to be bitterly disappointed and hurt all over again.
But what if I'm not disappointed?
But you will be. Why, it's inconceivable that Patrick would be languishing in a prison all that time. He never did anything to be arrested.
Oh, sure. Mistaken identity, corrupt officials.
Exactly. And I am going to call Dad. I'm going to beg him to contact the Zaroon government.
And then what? If there's still no confirmation?
I don't know. I guess we'll just have to keep working at it.
Kate, your place is with your fiancé. You just can't spend all your time and attention on a dead man.
Elizabeth, excuse me, but it sounds like you would like Patrick to be dead.
I resent that, Judith. I'm simply being level-headed for Kate's sake.
Look, I know that there's every chance that isn't Patrick, but I'm going to call Dad because I can't pretend that I've never seen that picture.
May I get you a drink, Mrs. Lord?
Oh, a cup of coffee, thank you.
All righty.
Oh, hello, Dory.
Hello, Jeffrey.
What is it that's so important that you needed to meet me? I no sooner got back to my room than you called, and though I will say it's wonderful to see you. You're like a bright ray of sunshine in every day.
Oh, so young to be so gallant. No wonder the princess fell for your charm.
Well, we didn't mean to fall in love. It was just one of those things, couldn't be helped. Of course, if the king ever gets hold of me, I'll be in the tower for life.
Oh, we have to make sure that won't happen. I must tell you, I'm terribly grateful that you finally decided to trust me with your story.
Well, I'm sorry that I took so long to do it, Dorian.
Oh, of course you were protecting the princess's honor.
That's quite true.
And knowing that I will do just about anything to get a good story for WVLE, you didn't trust that I wouldn't broadcast your affair.
Well, but now I am certain of your honor and integrity.
Why, that touches me. That really does. So I've got a plan, Jeffrey. I think it is so terribly, terribly unfair that somebody with your verbal style and your energy and commitment has been forever barred from practicing law in the courtrooms of the United States of America.
What? Have you figured something out?
Yes. I am going to get on the 6 o'clock plane to Mendora.
Mendora? Well, why would you want to go there?
Because I intend to appeal directly in person to the king on your behalf.
Well, no, you can't do that, Dorian. I can't ask you to do that.
Jeffrey, I want to do it. I'll get to know the king and Prince Raymond and the princess, and I promise you, I will straighten out this mess for you.
You can't. You simply cannot go.
Why not?
Well, why? Why not? Because, well, I mean, the king won't listen to you. You're a total stranger.
Somehow I think I will be able to get on his side.
No, I mean, you don't know him. He won't even see you.
Charles Sanders is there now. I'm sure that Charles can arrange for an appointment.
Please, Dorian, just stay here where you belong.
Why? If I am willing to go and take the chance of possible rejection...
Well, I know, but please, just please, would you...
Why are you so upset? Could it possibly be because you're afraid I'll find out that the princess is 8 years old?
Oh, my... I should have known.
You made up the story about a romance because I had you cornered.
Yes.
Which leads me to believe that you will lie to me at every possible opportunity in order to prevent me from finding out the truth.
Yes, Dorian, that is what it's about.
How dare you? How dare you lie to me again? How dare you make a fool out of me again?
Just what are you doing inside? You're supposed to help me saddle up.
I wouldn't know how to help you here.
That's why I'm going to teach you.
Oh.
This is a saddle.
Well, I recognize that from the movie.
Oh, well, that's a start. And this here is a bridle.
That's a halter.
Pardon me, you didn't pick that up from a movie, did you? You know a lot more about riding than you're letting on, Miss Halpern. Southwest, huh? Like, Carson City?
Oh, damn it, Max. You're doing this on purpose to try and trap me.
Oh, I didn't. I'm just telling you the wrong word.
No, you are lying. Everything you've done so far has been geared to find out information about me, which is none of your business.
I'm telling you, I just slipped up here. But how can I ignore how you corrected me, huh? Who's been lying? You're made of spurs and hardware. You got Carson City running through your veins, only it makes your blood curdle.
Look, it was a really painful time for me, all right?
An admission!
Yeah, fine. Oh, you're really clever, Max. Yes, I have been hiding a part of my life from you. Because I don't want to share it. Because sharing it makes me very sad and very angry, and you have no right to make me relive that again.
All right, Lee, I understand.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Because let me tell you something, Max, I bet you have one or two things in your life that you wouldn't share to just anybody. And I'll tell you another thing. I bet one of the reasons you come on to me so strong, why you want me to join in your thrills and chills, is because you're trying to block something out, right? Huh? So tell me, Max. I mean, even though we don't know each other that well, what's your demon? What are you running from?
Gabrielle, how'd you come up?
She's still unconscious. The doctors are with her in the intensive unit, but at least she's still alive. Have you found out anything yet?
My team is looking for clues as we talk. Any more thoughts about what the man was after?
If he didn't want money, I have no idea.
Perhaps I might. You know, we were never sure that we had recovered all the money your father earned in the cocaine trade. In fact, from what we've heard from some of his people, there's still a lot not accounted for.
Then you're saying that this business with the drug dealers isn't over yet?
Perhaps not. I don't know. But it must be considered. Especially since these people are very dangerous. And if they broke into your home, it's logical to assume that.
Oh, my...
Maybe...
That means that if Abuela didn't have a heart attack, that man could have... But he didn't kill me. He just shoved me out of the way so he could get out of the house in time.
And not to unduly frighten you, Gabriel, but he might be back. He might believe that you know something. Of course, this is only a theory, but you must be careful. If any stranger tries to call you or to contact you, please let me know.
Of course.
Well, I must go now. I'll be in touch later to ask about your grandmother.
Thank you.
God be with you.
Abuela said she told him about my baby. What would my baby have to do with Father's cocaine partners? How does it connect? None of this makes sense.
Look, I didn't mean to fool you. I just wanted to get you to lay off me.
Didn't occur to you that this would backfire?
Well, you know, I see that you're not above lying yourself, are you, Dorian?
Stop hot calling the kettle black.
Of all the people to befriend me.
I beg your pardon.
You and Judith Sanders. Even the people who were on my side aren't on my side.
Yes, you've at least got that straight. This story is more important to me than your welfare because I no longer believe in your good character. I think perhaps you are this hotel thief.
I am not a thief.
Great. I'm sure everybody in this bar is happy to hear that.
Dorian. Please. Please.
Begging is going to do you no good. Do you understand? No more breaks. The only thing that's going to help is if you tell me the truth before I jump on a plane to Mandora.
All right. I'll tell you this much and nothing more. This entire thing is strictly between Charles Sanders and myself. No one else.
Just Charles?
No king, no royal family. Him and me. End of story.
Hardly. Hardly at all.
No, we will settle this ourselves.
You think it's Charles who set up the phony robbery? Who got your visa denied?
No comment. I'm told you all that I'm going to say. Now, will you please leave it alone?
Not likely.
I feel as if I'm standing on the edge of a cliff, and I'm incredibly anxious because I can't see what's below.
Oh, Katie, the last thing you need is more anxiety.
Think about it, Mom. Cindy just happens to get a job at the banner. She just happens to see that photo. I don't know. Maybe it's making me believe in fate, even though I'm trying desperately not to because of Tina and Cord.
I talked to Vicky this afternoon. Cord asked for the divorce.
I know. He's going to talk to her soon about it, but I can't even think about that now.
Oh, Katie, you're letting it overwhelm you. I think Elizabeth
Mom,
is right.
Of course I'm overwhelmed. We're talking about the man that I loved and lost, and now it could be that he's been in prison and deteriorating for 5 years.
I know that.
Now, I hope you know that if it's true, I'm going to go find him and bring him home. There's no question about that.
You've got to slow down until you get some facts.
Oh.
I'm sorry about that business matter I had to take care of.
Oh, it's all right, Grams. We're just standing here going crazy.
Okay. Just calm down. Have some tea.
I'll get it. Hello? Oh, Ted, thank God it's you. Did you find anything out of...
gaslighting up, huh?
There, you can nail somebody else, but you don't like being nailed.
All right, you got me. I want to apologize. I'm sorry. Please accept.
Okay, then there is something you're trying to do.
yeah,
Isn't
what?
there?
Damn it, no. I will talk about it. You're damn right it hurts. But I'm not so desperate to hide it like you are. You see, the demon I'm trying to get rid of is a woman. One I can never quite call my own. Oh, we got close. And I would have gotten a lot closer, but I lost her. She died.
Oh, God, Max.
Oh, no, please. This is where the story gets good. You see, it turns out she wasn't dead after all. We just misplaced her, that's all. And now she's back. Fortunately, my feelings haven't changed, and neither have hers.
What do you mean? She doesn't feel the same about you?
No, she's possessed with chasing something unrealistic. She wants to get beaten up over and over again, going after some fantasy. Hey, I'm all for fantasies, but not unrealistic ones.
Yeah, except maybe this woman. Huh, Max?
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. I'm going to drive her right out of my mind. I swear it. And I'm going to prove once and for all that I'm not some dumb hick cowboy from a failing ranch who's never going to get anywhere.
What, did she say that about you? Come on, Max, I know about you. You can get anything you want.
You're damn straight. And I'm going to make more money than her family will ever leave her. Oh, I can't wait for that day she sees me getting out of that limo. And she's going to wonder how she ever let me go. Well, wasn't so bad. Matter of fact, it felt pretty good. How about you?
Oh, I guess confessing to a past in Carson City didn't kill me.
You want to go into details?
No. Because that will kill me.
Fine. You ready? You'll let me know. But at least we got clear with each other. Can't say I didn't enjoy the fight either.
I always enjoy a good fight. Substitute for anyone else.
I'm not asking you to be a substitute
No, I know.
for anyone.
Hey. You asked me to go riding, right? So let's go riding. And now that I've confessed my past to you, I'm going to beat you at that race.
Oh, yeah. Just wait and see. Come on, let's saddle up.
Come on.
Whoever you were, what were you looking for? How is it connected to my baby? Maybe I should call Tina, alert her. But what am I going to say?
And you're absolutely certain? Uh-huh. No, I'm not really sure what I am right now. But thanks for finding out so quickly. I appreciate it. Yep, she's here, and I will be fine, thanks. Okay, bye.
We've heard enough to know the answer is negative.
His name is Miles Bentley, and he is Australian, and he's serving 20 years for crimes against the nation of Zaroon.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry.
Me too. Oh, Mom, I feel as if I've lost him all over again.
No.
1,842. 5 years of torture that never end. And yet I continue to cling to the belief that my beloved Kate will never give up. That she will find me here and get me out.
Mr. Kaufman, I suggest you get yourself an attorney as soon as possible. It may not be too late to get your marriage annulled. Oh, and next time you get in your car, I would check the brake lines. Right. Bye-bye. Well, when she said till death do us part, she meant it. I've got to get going. I've got that meeting with Pete O'Neill about the new drug investigation.
Those drug investigations can get dangerous. You better brush up on your martial arts.
Yeah, I'll do that first chance I get.
Be prepared. Isn't that what you always say?
Yeah, that's very good, Cassie. Only forgot the rest of it.
Oh,
Yeah, when you grab your man, don't lose it.
how did you do that?
You want to know all my secrets?
John, I need you to drop everything.
Frodo, I didn't see you standing there. What do you want?
I still think it could be him, Mom.
Kate, it is not Patrick. Your father confirmed
I
it.
know.
Katie, didn't you tell me that the last time you saw Patrick was in the western part of Africa, not Zaroon?
Mom, I'm not questioning the facts. It's just when I look at the man's eyes in that photo, they're so sad and despairing.
Stop torturing yourself, Kate. Patrick's gone. He's been gone for years.
I know that in my head, but when I look at that picture, I just can't believe that he's dead.
Oh, come on now. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Daddy's gonna buy you a mockingbird.
Thought you were sleeping.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't sleep.
No? Well, if I'd known that, I would have put Cord's phone call through to the nursery.
Cord call?
Come on, that doesn't surprise you, does it?
No. I know what he wants.
Do you have an answer for him? Are you going to give him the divorce? Tina, there are a couple of things I would like to say to you. Big sister kind of things. If you don't want to hear them, I'll keep silent, but...
You want to tell me I'm being stupid about Cord?
No, darling, not stupid, just very unrealistic. You are a romantic, and I love that about you, but there are times when you have to face reality, no matter how unpleasant it may seem.
Oh, I can face reality, believe me. I've had to a lot of times in my life. In fact, probably more than you even know about.
Then why won't you face Cord?
Well, it's just that he's so confused right now. Everything's all twisted around for him. Look, and I don't blame Kate for it. I really don't. I understand how she feels. She loves him, so she wants to hold on to him. It's just that I really don't think he has had time to realize his true emotions.
But surely you realize that he is very serious about wanting his freedom.
Yes, I know that. It's just that if he would just wait just a little bit longer.
Oh, honey, what is the point in postponing it? You'll only postpone your own life and your baby's.
What are you telling me? You just want me to give up? I can't do that.
But it's not a question of giving up anymore. You've already lost. All you can do now is bow out gracefully. It would be the best thing for all of you.
Tina? Oh, Vicky. I'm sorry. Here's
Hi, Delilah.
okay to come up. Delilah, hi. Good to see you. Come here. Vicky and I just put the baby down for a nap, but you haven't seen him in so long. Oh, no, not since the day at church. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, yeah, I love showing him off. Look at him. He looks just like his father, doesn't he? Everybody says what a sweet baby.
Gabrielle, I'm shaken to the core. I just heard the terrible news about your grandmother. Is there anything I can do?
That's very sweet of you. No, the doctors are doing all they can.
It must have been horrifying to think this miserable thief would terrorize a poor defenseless woman.
That's what I don't understand. We have nothing worth stealing here, yet this man was going to come in and murder my grandmother for the little that we have. Rolo, tell me, what kind of a monster would do such a thing?
He must have been very desperate. Gabrielle, you shouldn't have to clean up this mess. Hey, why don't you sit down and collect yourself? You've had a terrible shock.
I thought keeping busy would help me forget. But I can't.
You will in time. Gabriel, do you think that Carmen will recover?
I'm afraid she will. But unless her heart regains strength.
Later, we will go to the church and light candles for her. Oh, it's so frustrating. If she could regain consciousness, she might be able to identify the intruder. But Gabriel, didn't you get a look at the man?
No, his whole face was covered when I came in, and I was so frightened. I mean, I thought he was going to kill me, too.
Dorian, please come in. Cassie and I were just working on some new procedures. I've got a new drug investigation.
And I was reminding John of the procedures in those investigations.
Yes, I could see that you were deeply involved. Actually, I am involved in an investigation of my own, and I need some help.
Do you want to hire us?
Yes. Mom, we'd be happy to work with you. Sit down. Come on, tell us what's up.
Actually, I want to talk to John privately for a moment.
Mom, I'm sorry, but you know we deal with all our cases together.
Yes. Anything you have to say to me, Cassie can hear. She's my assistant.
And I suppose that anything I discuss with you privately, you'll, of course, talk with your assistant about later. Very well, then. I want someone investigated.
That's what we do best. Who is it?
Jeffrey McGrath.
The phony prince.
I thought you were his personal champion.
Yes, I was when I thought that he was being victimized by overzealous immigration authorities and, not to say, the angry King of Mandora.
And I take it you have changed your opinion about Mr. McGrath.
Of course I have. I mean, he has returned my support and my kindness by lying to me and making a fool out of me publicly. I think both of you know. I put up with a great deal, but I will not be made a fool of.
Mom, what exactly did he lie to you about?
Everything. He lied about who it is that's hounding him, who is